Hello, hello, hello. I'm Alcard Night Raven. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to my next Legacy Evolution review. Today we're looking at Metalhawk, who is not a pretender. He was a pretender, but he was not released in the American market. He was released in the Japanese market with Super God Master Force characters. So we didn't have him originally. We got, I know there was one for I think the Titans Return line, but he was in a 5-pack with quite a few other figures. I think, don't quote me on that because I cannot guarantee it, but we never got the original figure in the U.S. market. But here we have an updated version of him, and this is based on the Inner Robot, no Pretender shell. This one is updating the original Inner Robot and not giving us like what Legacy did with the Decepticon Pretenders, where they took the monster look of the Pretender shell and then gave it the vehicle mode of the Inner Robot, which was cool. This one, it would have, I don't know if it would have worked if they would have done, because the outside shell was just a human with armor. So going this route, I think, was, especially with Metalhawk, definitely the better choice. But we'll take a look at the package. Not have them fully transformed, but here we have the outer package, our typical Legacy Evolution package. No window, which from everything I've seen, this is causing so many more problems with people going into the stores and taking the heads off. Just makes the figure worthless, and it's so pointless to do. Like, punk kids that are doing it, and then the jerks who are like, well, I don't have the money for it now, I'll just take the head and come back later. And it's like, really? Really? Even if it's some kind of a joke, it's stupid. It's seriously stupid. And anybody who does that is childish. But here is his vehicle mode, which is an update on his original jet for the Inner Robot, and it definitely looks really good. Legacy Evolution, he is a Voyager. Many different languages there. He is Metalhawk, and it's kind of a bummer they didn't do the universe thing because he is from Super God Master Force, but I can see how that would have taken up a lot of space. But Transformers, Takartomi, Generations, Hasbro. On the side, we've got his robot mode, holding his sword up close of his head. It looks really good. On this side, our typical product shots. Or, I mean, not our product shots. Our normal artwork. So it looks very good. I was also happy to see the live event today where they showed off the prototype of Nemesis, and she looks good. I cannot wait to get her, and the head is looking a lot like what we see here, because I can now see what they were talk from her, the head on the Titan. A lot of this different. It kind of looks like Starscream's crown, like they were talking about. But yeah, it's not a full-on mask, but it is like a Decepticon symbol. That is her head. So very excited for that. Cannot wait for the pre-orders to go up and be available on that. And on the top, our QR code. So free scan on me if you want. On the bottom, barcode, all different kinds of words and stuff. And on the back, this is our product shots and our Evo Fusion, which, yeah, whatever. Bleh. Bleh. But still, looks good. And our warning, don't chew anything, swallow anything in this package, could be dangerous. So that is it for the packaging. And now we will take a look at Metalhawk in his jet mode. And this is a heavy retool of Kingdom Cyclonus, and it works. I mean, they made a lot of changes with the molding, but it works. It looks good. Looks really good. Love the blue and the red. Would have been nice if we'd have had like this gray plastic picked out in like other paint, but oh well, it is what it is. Some red there for the cockpit, and some blue, and yeah, looks very, very nice. And there's the bottom. You can see his chest and his legs all folded up. And I already have the weapons attached on him, so you can see where all that goes. But here, we'll take off his sword. Come on. Ugh. It's just these two tabs that tab in and those two slots right there. But very cool sword. Looks just like it did in the cartoon, so not bad at all. Set that off to the side, and we pull these off. These are the guns. They also sort of double as extra like wings, little wings. I'm not sure what those are called, but here you can see the guns. Looking very good, and of course they can combine. And there, that's the Evo Fusion. So yeah. Why is that? Okay, that was kind of weird. It's sort of like it's, I don't know, one is sitting a little higher than the other. Let me get these apart. That was odd. It was like it was sitting just a bit higher than the other. There we go. I guess it depends on how you put it together. But yeah. So yeah, very nice. Looks good. And there's his rear thrusters. Absolutely love it. I like the look. It is, I think it works. I think it looks good. I mean, yeah, they use Cyclonus, the mold of Cyclonus, and that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. I think it was a good choice, honestly. And so did they, because they obviously pulled it off very well. It's a great Metalhawk, in my personal opinion. Not for everybody, I know, but can't always please everybody, apparently. So, yeah. So that is it for vehicle mode. Lift you guys up so you can see what I'm doing for transformation into robot mode. And where we're going to start, we're going to actually start with the legs. We're going to untab here and just pull them out. Then just sort of angle them in, kind of like that. And we'll leave it just like that for now. So now we'll bring the arms out like this, then rotate these out, and then we can actually rotate this all around like that. And then now I'll finish off the legs. So separate them, sort of get them angled. Now open this up and open this up. We can bring the foot out, fold this in, just like we did with Cyclonus. Same thing on this side. Unfold that, fold that in, close that up. There's the legs all done. Get him in a decent standing position. Now untab the chest and untab the rear of the vehicle. Now we want to untab this from here, fold it in. Then we're going to rotate the whole thing down while bringing the head up. Going to close up the chest, close up the back of it. Now for these, oh, no, let's open that chest back up. So these are going to fold around right here. You see there's a little slot right there. That's going to fold around this just like that. Now we've got some slots here that are going to tab in here, and then these are going to tab in there. That'll help hold it all together. Well, once you got it in there, stay. There we go. Now for the arms, we're going to untab these, swing them around, swing it all the way around, just like that. And we'll bring out the hand. And I'll go over one of my issues with the arms here in a bit. Same thing on this side. Bring that all the way around. Fold out the hand. Whoops. And that is it for Metalhawk. And he does look good. Not perfect, and pretty sure that there will be an upgrade kit that will help make him more perfect, but he is a really good rendition of Metalhawk. So let's take a look at the head of Metalhawk. Very nice head. Love those blue eyes. Got that silver on his face, yellow around his helmet. I think the original was more that gold plastic, but as we all know, gold plastic does not tend to hold up, especially the older gold plastic. I think they've changed it enough where it might. We'll find out. There is the chest, Autobot symbol right there. Some red in there. Them blue arms. Looks good. His legs got plastic here. Sort of grayish. Red for the kneecaps. Red feet. Blue shins. Some silver there. Looks really good. Of course, folds up very nicely. I mean, using Cyclonus, which was a perfect mold as it is, it works for a transformation for him as well. So I think they made a good choice, personally. But to each their own. I mean, if there's some who don't like him, I like having characters that are from the Japanese series added into my collection, so I'm very happy with this personally. Articulation, the head is on a ball joint, can rotate all the way around, can look up only about that far, look down not too far, arms come out that far. Full rotation, we have bicep swivel, we've got around 90 for the elbow, we have waist, nothing at the wrist, at least I don't think. Oh no, we actually do. I hadn't noticed that before. Well, that is really nice to see. Legs, kick forward that far, kick back that far. Full Van Damme. We have thigh. We have full rotation for the knee. Of course, watch how you're getting it in there. Foot can move forward. And we've got that much ankle pivot. So, not bad. I mean, the same amount that we saw for Cyclonus. Now, one glaring issue I have that Cyclonus did not have an issue is this big gap. I don't know what a upgrade kit is going to do for that, but yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of them big gaps. It just throws off the look of the figure, in my personal opinion. Like any of the figures that have those big gaps, it's like something you think could have been done. A little door that opened up. Like it could have hooked in it could have been part of the plastic here, opened up, and then could have plugged in right there to that small tab. I mean, easily. And then folded in, it could have had a second tab that plugged in, or a second slot that plugged into that tab. And then, yeah, it could have ended like right here. Something that could have been done. in personally. So that's my only issue. And of course, he can hold his weapons. So he can get them things apart. Hold his gun separately. Just like that. And then with the guns held separately, if you wanted, what you could do is just plug the sword. Just this tab plugs in right there, or this post or half post, and you could have the sword back on his back. Or what you could do is plug these together, and you could have that while also holding his sword. And there we go. And it looks good. So I do like that. I mean, I do really like this figure. I love having an updated Metalhawk in my collection. Hoping to see an upgrade kit that fixes that issue. And perhaps something that like fills in on the back. Like there is a Cyclonus upgrade kit that gives Cyclonus bigger feet, so his feet don't look quite as small. I still haven't gotten that yet. I'm debating on that, but for Metalhawk, I'm sure we'll get an upgrade kit or filler kit that will work for him as well. But yeah, not bad. I really do like this figure. Besides the glaring issue that I have with the forearms, but otherwise, it is a good figure. I got mine through Big Bad Toy Store. I have seen one on the shelf when I've been out in the retail stores. I think it was at Walmart, but that was it. Since then, I have not seen him in stores. So your best bet, personally, is online. With any of these figures these days, best bet is going to be online retail, rather than finding it in stores. The only thing to worry about with online is beating the worthless, useless, horrible scalpers that are out there. As I've said before in many different reviews, scalpers are scum of the earth and are not worth the air that they breathe. Personally, my opinion. So if you're a scalper that watches my channel and you don't like what I said, too bad, because scalpers are scum. So yeah, they ruin a lot of things with collector community, not just Transformers, but all the other collector communities, even with DC, Marvel, Power Rangers, heck, even Lego. They just make things so much more difficult on finishing up your collection for a decent price. You don't want to spend 3 times, 4 times, 5 times the amount for your figure. And yeah, that's why I'm so happy from the live stream today that we saw that they are separating the cone heads that were released in Earthrise and had been store exclusive. Two were a set as an Amazon exclusive. One was a Target exclusive. I was lucky to find mine, but most people could not. So the nice thing is they're releasing them as separate in Legacy Evolution, where Dirge was just announced. So those who missed out on getting Dirge and Ramjet, Dirge is coming out. You're going to finally be able to get Dirge. I'm so happy to see that. That's also going to take that scalper price of that 2-pack way down. And I'm so happy to see scalpers get screwed. So, yeah. So enough of my rant. On to Metalhawk. If you can find him, I recommend him. Especially if you're a huge fan of the Japanese series like I am. I love that we're getting some of these victory figures. I love that we're getting some of these Super God Master Force characters. Hopefully we see more for Headmasters. We've gotten some of them, but hopefully we do see more for Headmasters. I would really love to see that. I'd like to see them redo Fortress Maximus and have him be his own mold, and then repaint it into, was it Brave Maximus? I think it was Brave Maximus for Super God Master Force, because I would get both. So let us hope. Hasbro, if you're watching, next Titan after Nemesis, a brand new, its own mold Fortress Maximus. Please, looking just like out of G1. And also give us a G1 Metroplex. We've got an Omega Supreme. Give us Metroplex and Fort Max. Please. And then repaint him into Brave Max for Super God Master Force. Please. Hasbro, I'm begging you. But that's going to be it for me. So, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you all later.